Hey guys, so you ready for today's February 11, 2024, 2:14 p.m. Central Time. So the special counsel on Biden's case that was appointed to look into his mishandling of classified information in his house, his garage, and otherwise, came out. And everyone is really missing the purpose of why Hur wrote what he did. And it's really kind of shocking. I haven't seen anyone say it, whether it be on TV, on postings, on interviews, nothing. It's crazy. Here's the deal. Democrats are pissed that Hur said in his report that Biden is an old man with well-intentioned and extreme memory loss. And that's why he can't stand trial. He is basically incapable of standing trial. That is what he has indicated in his report. So the White House is having a stroke, and Biden came out right after the report happened, and that was a terrible idea. I mean, he just confirmed what the report said, right? And then in the same conference, he was answering questions, getting angry, screaming at reporters. That's just an old man situation. But then he started talking about the Hamas-Israel situation and said President Sisi of Mexico instead of Egypt. So, of course, he just made an ass out of himself and confirmed what the report said and confirmed what everybody's been seeing anyway. And that's what they're saying. Everybody in GOP and generically is saying, like, Hur's report just confirms what we've been seeing. That's nice. Okay. And the Democrats are saying that is not how Biden is. Blah, 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 blah. Hur's report summary was inappropriate. He never should have commented on that type of thing. That was completely political and blah, blah, blah. And I would actually agree with that. Hur's summary would normally be inappropriate to have said those types of things. But that's what everyone's missing. The report itself confirmed that Biden was actually guilty of mishandling classified documents. And they focused on some shit he wrote to his ghostwriter. And his ghostwriter confirmed he, destroyed stuff, too. So, I mean, it's whatever. There was no way for her to get him out of going to court except to say what he did. Hur is not giving anything to the GOP. This is not a gift to Trump. Hur wrote in the report what he had to write to keep Biden out of court in the future. Or anywhere else, like the Senate and House and everything else. That's why he wrote what he did. It was not political. It was Democrat way of doing business. He wrote he was an old man with well intentions, with extreme memory loss, and basically incompetent to stand trial. And that's why he came to the conclusion to not prosecute Biden. Hur got Biden off. Period. That is what everyone's missing. Why the GOP is not stating that in their interviews is kind of shocking. Maybe because it's on too much of a level that people wouldn't believe. It's skepticism. It's hearsay. It's whatever you want to say. Okay, it's not factual. When you look at his report and he says he's an old man with well intentions and extreme memory loss, that is factual and everybody can see it. And that's probably why they're focusing on it, right? And that's why the White House and the Democrats are bent that was written. But that's really the real reason Hur wrote that. It wasn't any other reason. It was to help Biden stay out of court because he was guilty of what he was accused of. Biden's case was much different and much more severe than Trump's. And everybody's saying, yeah, there's a difference because Biden decided to cooperate when this shit was found at his house. That was a big difference. No, the big difference, Trump, then went to the DOJ and kind of argued between lawyers, not himself, saying that no, this was his documents, he could keep them, meow, 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 and it took months going back and forth with the archives and crap like that. And he was not being cooperative. No, the biggest difference is that Biden was a senator and a vice president when this shit happened. It is much more severe. Biden does not have the capability during those time periods. Those documents were taken and used, even given to his ghostwriter, the ability to declassify documents. He had no ability to do that. And on top of that, when he was a senator, taking those documents, how he took those documents as a senator is very questionable, because you would have had to get them out of a skiff somehow, or someone had to have given them to him. And that's even a bigger rabbit's hole. Who gave him the access to these documents? He was able to take them because he didn't walk out of a skiff with them. That's for damn sure. And the other part of that is a skiff was never put in Biden's home until he was a VP. And even then, it was removed after he was a vice president, and those documents stayed. That when he was a VP, they stayed at his house. That's probably more likely than they took them from my office and put them in there. It's more like those documents were there the entire time and I didn't return them because nobody noticed. Okay? While Trump's case, he took the documents while he was president, or you could say leaving office. It really doesn't matter. Trump and every single president, which will be Biden now, has a skiff available to them nearby, whether it be in their house or whatever. In Mar-a-Lago was a skiff. As far as I know, it still exists. I don't know for sure if it still exists. But Trump can go into a skiff. And the reason for that is because every president is allowed, okay, based on whether the current president allows them to, allowed to have an intelligence briefing of a minor layer, if you will. So President Bush, all of the Bill Clinton, President Bush, Obama, Trump, and now Biden can get intelligence reports and go into skiffs in close areas if they don't have them in their house, in areas near them, and get all kinds of classified information out of office, because that's a presidential perk that you have the rest of your life. And Trump's documents, regardless of the fact that FBI decided to take ridiculous photos of stuff laying on the ground in Trump's bathroom in Mar-a-Lago, all kinds of places, these things were locked up. And that was actually in the report. They were locked up. Everybody missed that because photos are more shiny objects than words, okay? So yes, two completely different cases. Biden would, if in front of the correct jury anyway, a true nonpartisan, jury, would have actually convicted Biden for what he did, because he had no jurisdiction to have these classified documents in his home. Period. Especially as a senator. Trump did have a reason to have them. Now, him arguing that he declassified them and they were no longer classified is a whole other joke in itself. Who knows what the fucking documents were in the Trump case, and I haven't followed that case because it's dumb. Every case against Trump is dumb regardless. But the point is, what everyone's missing is got Biden off by saying he is incompetent. Boom! That's why he said that. It was not a gift to the GOP. It was not a gift to Trump. It was a gift to Biden. And they just didn't like how he did it, but that's the only fucking way that special counsel could keep him out of court. This is Are You Ready For It? Take care, guys. Have a great day.